going on, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Action Sunday. This week, I'm looking at Into the Blue, this little gem from the early 2000s, starring Paul Walker and Jessica Alba. And yeah, this is more like an adventure more than an action film or like something like that. Essentially a classic adventure of how I say, trying to find hidden treasure at the bottom of the ocean, but not just any place in the ocean. We're talking the Bahamas. That part of the world with so beautiful, the water's so clear, and you can see the bottom. So amazing stuff. So what can I say about this movie from so long ago? I think it still holds up after X amount of years, okay? Paul Walker still is amazing, even though he's no longer with us. Some great stuff. For those of you that are not familiar with this movie, let me give you a quick rundown. So Paul Walker plays a treasure diver, and his girlfriend is actually more of a SeaWorld trainer, but somehow all he just wants to do is just try to find the biggest find that way he can go home happy and that kind of thing. So he's essentially a treasure hunter, that kind of thing. But then things go awry when they discover something else at the bottom of the ocean floor, which leads to something even bigger. And it just gets incredibly interesting. And my goodness, like the rest of the supporting cast does their work, does their best job. But I feel like definitely the glue that holds everything together is Paul Walker's performance. He does a bang up job, and of course, after all these years, I still think it does. This movie looks fantastic. The underwater cinematography, I gotta praise. It's like, holy shit, how are they able to like keep up with all that great deep underwater diving? And also, how the hell, my goodness, Paul Walker must have had to take some deep, long classes to learn to figure out how to hold his breath for that long, because Jesus Christ, a movie about divers, my goodness, this is definitely something. But what about action? Most of the action is more like the saying, the thrill, the adventure kind of thing, but gets really good when there's more twists and turns come unraveling. And what it boils down to is an epic like showdown on a freaking barge, like a treasure hunting vessel, played by and the bad guy. Spoilers ahead. Is played by Josh Brolin. Of course, Josh Brolin, love him or hate him, he plays a good character. But say what you want about him, but hey, it really works, and I just love this. I love how a whole climactic thing works out. It's like, okay, he's got Jessica Alba's character as a hostage. Now he wants to find his loot. I don't want to tell you what the loot is, but you got to see the movie to believe it. And of course, it escalates into this big underwater fight in the depths, and it's really good. Like, I love the use of the environment; it really works. It's just mind melting, I would say, as I call it, and of course, spine tingling with the music that adds to it. It's really good. It's like this is like a true good adventure movie. But of course, let's see. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. This movie sounds very familiar to another similar movie. Yes, you're probably thinking of Fool's Gold, but unfortunately, that's more of like a comedy. This was more like had a serious tone to it. Whereas Fool's Gold was like a completely different tone. Not to mention Matthew McConaughey. All right. Here we have Paul Walker, and of course, in all honesty, I love Paul Walker more than McConaughey. Sorry, man. But anyway, definitely give this movie a watch. If you have not seen it, it'll give you that feeling of nostalgia of like, oh my goodness, man, do we miss Paul Walker? Man, Jessica Alba was hot, despite her winning acting. Still, she's bloody fantastic. So if I had to give Into the Blue a score, I'm going to give Into the Blue, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's far from perfect. It has all the cliches of a classic of an adventure movie, but events some new cliches plus the music really works, and of course a couple one acting performances from Jessica Alba as well as Ashley Scott, in my opinion. But of course, you can probably judge it for yourself if you want to watch the movie. All right, so that does for today. Let me know what you think. Don't miss the video. Subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for some more awesome, exciting videos.